Welcome back. And now it's time for our press review for today. It's a pleasure to have with us our dear guest, Dr. Walaa Sherif. She is a professor of political marketing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just as we mentioned in the very beginning, we send our condolences to all the martyrs, the Egyptian martyrs actually, and talking about what happened yesterday. We have here the first headline, actually this is a dominating list of our Egyptian dailies. The military forces issued a statement on the latest attacks on its headquarters in Al-Arish, saying that the attacks came as a result of the failure of the Brotherhood group in fomenting chaos events during the revolution anniversary. It added that at least 26 people, including civilians, were killed Thursday when a series of militant attacks involving car bombs and mortar rounds struck several army and police positions in Egypt's volatile Sinai Peninsula. 36 others have been injured in the attacks in the town of Al-Arish in North Sinai, where the army is battling an insurgency that has spiked since 2013. The statement said that suspected militants fired mortar rounds and used car bombs in the consecutive attacks at the headquarters of the North Sinai Security Directorate in the provincial capital of Al-Arish, a nearby army base. Meanwhile, the office of the Al-Ahram newspaper in Al-Arish, located near the targeted police building, was also slightly damaged in the attack. But actually the building was vacant during the time of the attack due to a dusk to dawn curfew imposed in North Sinai. Till the end, and actually it is something very, very sad.
Yes, for sure. And that scenario should be ended as soon as possible, because all those who made those attacks and attacked that, especially Sinai and especially also car bombs, are everywhere here in Cairo too. They would like to deliver a message that there is not a political stability and that we are not still not safe enough. So those bombs and those, even if army, would like to tell you something. Yes, army and policemen. Yes, there is negative and positive. Whatever the field
all of us.
Yes, whatever the field is, there is a negative side and a positive one. Those who are on the negative side should be, we should monitor their deviation and take a corrective action with them, and others should motivate them, but not to take all as a negative side and to attack them. And also we have read at the morning that Hamas said that she's responsible about what happened at Sinai. Whatever Hamas or not, we are still facing those terrorism and those brainwashed people. And also another point that I would like to talk about, which is how to face, not to face by a policeman only or army or security issues, but we should increase the awareness of how to be loyal.
I'm sorry to interfere here, but just as long as you're talking, because I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes it happens that some of the private channels, they insist on promoting or talking about the negative sides of the security forces or the policemen in general, and still we have models. We have very good examples, and we saw this in some of the channels. But we have to stop this. As you mentioned, it has to do with the awareness. Now, if you are giving the negative side of the security police, or in general the security forces, no one is going to take care of what is happening.
Yes, for sure.
And of course you will affect them.
For sure, what you said is totally right, and that's what we should do. That's why be neutral on the neutral side. Talk about the good and the bad, not only the bad, and to promote the idea to make people or the normal Egyptian citizen to attack the policemen, as you said, especially private channels who have certain trends that they would like to promote for certain ideas.
Against militants in general.
Yes, and they have a certain path that they are following to achieve some points, and we should also know the fund of those channels, from where they are funded to promote for those ideas.
No, I watched some of talking about the casualties actually yesterday, and I didn't believe myself. You just listen to these people, and each one is just lying down, and he says that immediately after I will get out of the hospital, I will be back with my colleagues, just talking, and even their wives. each of these women, actually, they say that we are ready for this, and we are ready to hear at any moment that her husband might die, or he might be in the hospital. She's ready to hear this, and still she is carrying on with all her duties, with her children, with everything regarding the house, and she is just trying to give him all, what he needs so he can concentrate on what is he doing. Yes. Just imagine this and talk about any other house in Egypt or anyone who is complaining about anything.
Yes, and by the way, at the end there are Egyptians, so how to accuse them by that, because in each and every family there is a policeman, there is someone in the army. But another very important thing that I would like to mention, that also the security system should monitor the members in the policemen and the military system. Why? Because maybe some members follow Muslim brotherhoods and are hidden inside. So when we find a policeman that are shooting in a demonstration, someone who's demonstrating, maybe that person is inside by a wrong way. So in each and every organization, there's a member who's brainwashed and still following.
Definitely, they penetrated throughout all these years, many different sects in the country. But also talking about this, also I want to mention, where is human rights? They have been complaining yesterday and during the past couple of days about the security police forces, they are killing demonstrators. I wish to hear one time, even only one time, I wanted to talk about our soldiers or about these people who are killed on duty every day.
Yeah, I would like to wonder really well since 4 years ago.
Is it because of us we need to promote more awareness to talk about this, or what? I don't know.
Yes, to promote and not to make fun of everything. The new term that we are using, that to make fun of each and everything, that see what that person is doing, we are making fun of what we are living nowadays, and not only policemen or media, but the normal Egyptian citizen, even all citizens nowadays.
Criticizing,
yes,
satire and all of this.
Yes, and even on, especially on social media, making fun of each and everything. Not taking something in a serious way, or feeling the responsibility that we would like.
Because we are not on the fire line.
Yeah,
we are at home.
Yes.
This is exactly. And those who are sitting at home using the Facebook, enjoying watching TV programs and listening to music at the house, completely the situation is completely different from those who are standing on the borders, for example.
Yes, and when it comes from one member of the family, they feel the situation different, and they start changing their own ideas and promote for another thing. But we should take what we are living serious, because we cannot face those things or that terrorism anymore. We don't. The system is really facing it for a lot of time, but nowadays, since after the anniversary of 25th of January Revolution, the number of car bombs are increased. We would like to
targeting in the past, they used to target policemen or the Egyptian army in general.
Yes.
Now they are targeting civilians, and this is another point. As long as also we are approaching the parliamentary elections, we have many things. But before we proceed, actually we have over the phone Major General Yahya Sanjak, and he is a political expert. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, of course, first of all, I would like you to tell us, or how do you see all what happened yesterday regarding the attacks in Sinai, talking, of course, about our martyrs, about our casualties, and what can you say on this?
First of all, I would like to say that it is a real war. It is not just a battle or small attack or something like this. No. But it is a real war, take a long time. There is outsider people supplying these people with weapons, with money, with everything, communication system, just to be able to make such attack like yesterday by cannons. and they are not going to stop. It will take a long time because it is not easy war. The easy war is we are fighting on the desert, open land. We can see our enemy and we can deal with them. But nowadays we are dealing with civilians. We cannot recognize them and know the difference between them and the civilian people. We take care about the civilian. We don't open fire blindly. No, it takes a lot of measures, a lot of efforts to declare which one we should deal with. So it will take time, and we should continue our fighting with them. Slowly we will succeed. No matter with time, nothing. Just we will continue, and we are going to achieve our victory soon as possible.
Sir, talking about this situation, and of course, when it comes to terrorism, it's something that we have across the world, but no one can see it in Egypt. Usually, even human rights, when they talk, they are not talking about our Egyptian soldiers who are being killed every day on our borders. No one is talking about this. Whenever they talk about killing demonstrators. They're talking about something that is completely far away from what is happening on the ground. So how do you read this, and how can we work? How can Egyptians cooperate here in Egypt that to fight terrorism? We have to feel what is going on, especially during this critical period of time. It was not expected yesterday, to tell the truth.
To be honest with you, I'm going to talk to you honestly. With human rights, I don't know who is playing a game against Egypt on this society. Why they are all against Egypt? Where is the rights of the military and the police people? Where is the rights of the civilian people which killed every day, everywhere? Who will take care about this? We are taking care about this, but the international society of human rights, they are against Egypt 100%. And it is the main target, I'm sorry to say clearly, it is the main target for the intelligence department and the foreign minister to take care about this and to recognize who is playing against Egypt in this group.
Right, Major General Yahya Al-Sanjak, political expert, thank you very much for joining us. And right now, let's move on to a quick break, and we'll be back to resume our press review.